Good morning, everyone out there. Welcome to my Crafting Creations by Karin. I am Karin Braxton, and I am coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. It is a cooler day. It's only in the 50s, and it's only going to get up to the 60s. And it's quite refreshing. We've had some 80 degrees last week. I had my retreat, and that was 3 fabulous days. When you come in, tell us where you're coming from. Tell us what state you're coming from. See if you see me so that I know that I'm in the right spot. This is, let's see once. Put your comments in. Just tell us, you don't have to say a lot if you don't want. You can just say, hi, I'm here. Let me see if I can find myself on my iPad here. So we had the most fabulous retreat. Let me see if I just can't hit. There we go. Let's see once if we can. There we go. I can see myself. I can't see the comments. I don't know, as we said, for the last couple of weeks, something's been slightly different. I can see them on my phone, I just can't see them on my iPad. So I still don't see any comments. I see people are watching, but please say hi if you're here and let us know that you're watching. Okay, I don't know, maybe it's different. Anyway, hopefully we're in the right spot. Oh, thanks, Stacy. I see you now. Okay, now I know I'm in the right spot. Thank you, Kathy. Good morning. Oh, yes, it was an excellent retreat. We had 15 people here in the house, and I had 3 helpers, Kathy, Levon, Lisa. They were excellent. Aline Van Dyke was my cook, and she did a fabulous job with the meals. And, oh, my goodness, we just had a blast for 3 days. It was exhausting, but filled our cup in a wonderful way. It was really, really great. I hope I can do it again next year. I don't know. You never know how our health is. Good morning, Carla from Wisconsin. Good to see you. Good morning, Denise from Colorado. And we had 2 ladies from Colorado, 3 from Oklahoma, 1 from California, and the rest were from Montana. So it was just a nice mixture. It was fun to get to know some new people too. So that was really cool. Let's see. I don't know why. Does anyone know why I can't see the comments on my iPad? If you do, let me know. So I have some really cool cards today. I'm going to do the messy one the last one, and I'll do an easy one first. And then they're both really pretty, I think. I think you're going to like them. I have been wanting to use this set since it came out, but it went on back order almost immediately. It's called Paper Tags. Oh, thanks for sharing. I always appreciate those thumbs up, hearts, the shares, anyone who shops with me, all those things. They're great. Anyway, Paper Tags, you'll see it when I go down. And it is an online exclusive. So we're going to be working today from the May online exclusive. We're going to be using Celebratory sips, and we are going to be using, that's the DSP for the first card. And what else are we using? So, we're using Not 29 anymore for a birthday sentiment. That's probably my new favorite, and that's an online exclusive. Okay, let's turn the camera down. Close your eyes for a moment. And let's see once here. Close your eyes. There we go. This was one of the projects that we made. I know it's a little bit hard to see because it's a 9x9. So I made 2 of these. I designed these, and they're really quite fun. You know what, Denise? I don't know where they were from in Colorado now exactly. I have to look. Anyway, we used, they got a half a package of the Gallery Blooms paper, and then these stamps are from a variety of my Stampin' Up! Stamps. And we stamped on here, and they could make either this one with the, they could do anything they want. They could make their own thing. But it's basically, I had everything cut for them except for the designer paper. They cut that, and I did all the stamping, and the designer paper, I did all the brown and the basic beige. And then while I was teaching that, then my friend Levon taught this card, and this is a column card like this. You know, I've made those before. You can go back and see. This is a pretty sophisticated one, pretty neat, folds flat. Anyway, it's using the same paper like that. Isn't that pretty? So we did, that was one whole class that we did. So anyway, I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to let you look at the, while I'm setting that aside, you can look at the paper tags. I will move this down a little bit so you can see that this is a wonderful set. It is, I'm going to give you the numbers. Literally, it was in stock, and then it went out. It was gone for about a month, and I've been waiting to use it. I have used it. I've used it for lots of team tags, gifts for my retreat. I put them on a vinyl bag with their crafting creations, and this was a little bonus tag. But it's in our May online exclusives, and the number is, if you want to get a pencil, it includes, it's $46.75. The number is, the bundle number is 165462, and it's available right now. The designer paper that we're going to be using is the Celebratory Sips, and we're not using the stamps, we're just using that pretty paper. The paper is online exclusive, but we also have it in our catalog on page 71. This is, I don't know how many of you have seen these, but so this is a sticker sheet. These are stickers. They have sticky on the back. This is for scrapbooking. This is part of the scrapbooking from scratch section that's Stamping Up. It's on page 71. So for the scrapbooking section, we have the sticker sheet and then all the designer paper. It's 12 by 12. You get 13 sheets altogether. And then if you want, you can add in this two-tone cardstock. And we're going to be using this a lot more in the next. I used it for a card in my retreat, too. That was really fun. We did some sanding. But anyway, it's really, I have used it a lot. It's beautiful, beautiful paper for sure. The regular paper is $12.50, and that one with the sticker sheet is $17. So there we go. This is, oh, so this is so cool. This is a red rubber stamp. I've got them all mounted, so we don't need our foam mat today. This is the designer paper. I'm going to show you this real fast. This is a half a package of the 12 by 12. I'll just run through it. This is what we're going to be using, these two. They're both, we're going to use those today. I've used this one for a sympathy card. I've used this a lot. This one I've used for punching out the cookie jar, and it's just, you can use it for lemonade or whatever. It's really pretty. This one is, you would die cut some of these and fussy cut some of this. I have used it. I made a ton of swaps with this paper. I really like it. I didn't bring any other samples. They're out in the other room. But this is the Timid Tiger, and then this one. But it's really, really pretty paper for sure. We're going to be choosing these two today. I don't know if you're going to choose this one or this one, so we'll see. I'm going to pop those over here now. I turned the air conditioning. It was so hot. And then now it's sort of cold here. I've got the door closed. This is what we're making for the first card. And let me see if I can get this all in the right position. Strawberry Slush is what we're using today for both cards. Well, the other one is a combination of something else. But Strawberry Slush. So this is my fingernail polish. Just polished my fingernails about a half hour ago. My shirt is Strawberry Slush. It's pretty, and I think the reason I'm so warm is because it's 3/4 length, and it's, but anyway, it's pretty close to the color. And I actually brought up 2 other shirts because I wasn't sure. I have a lot of shirts that are sort of, you know, a variation of Strawberry Slush. We're going to be using the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. They are magnificent. Let me show you some other tags that I have made with this. These are not part of anything, but I used some of that pretty foil paper and die cut those. These are all some, I have made probably at least 30 of these already. And this one is just white on white, stamped in Strawberry Slush. This one is stamped this is Strawberry Slush foil, but it almost looks red. So I stamped it in, I don't know if I stamped it in red or Poppy Parade, I'm not sure. And then here's another little tag that is part of the set just for you. Isn't that sweet too? I have a lot of things. And these little hearts, this part comes, I just put all the little hearts in a little dish. There's like that. But these are great for tags. It could be really fun for Christmas. But it's a really nice birthday, I think. You know, anyway. So we've got that. Okay, let's bring our pieces in. We're going to do some stamping. And this is our card that we're making. So it's not hard. I wanted to do, the other card is going to be a little more time consuming and quite messy. So I wanted to start with something that was easy. So we are going to decide, do you want me to use the pattern side with the lemonade and the punch, or the polka dot? So let's just say lemonade or punch. And you tell me which one you want me to use. So this is my envelope. I stamped, consider this a paper hug. And we will start with a white base. It's a thick white. I like to use thick white. Oop. This one I think I made 4 1/4 by 11, like that. And this one I made, I guess I didn't even think about that. It's not really 4 1/4. It's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. We'll just use it. Doesn't make any difference. I'm really impartial, but we're going to give this a good bone folding. So you're deciding lemonade or polka dots. Lemonade or polka dots. And let me show you what it looks like with the strawberry. You're going to use a Strawberry Slush. It's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And this is what it looks like with each. I think both are really good. I originally started, I was looking for a designer paper that had Strawberry Slush, and I found several, of course, several of the new papers. Which do you like better, polka dots or the lemonade? So let's put this together. We have, Levon says polka dots. Let's see, once we can see some, I've got to stand up to see the comments. Robin, good morning, Robin, said the lemonade one. Stacy said the punch, lemonade. Cindy Garfey, good, from Colorado. Cindy, would you type in what city you're from, you and Denise? Denise Wagner is wanting to know. She lives in Pueblo. And anyway, so maybe another time you all can come together. We're going to have 2 pieces. You need 2 pieces of the designer paper because we're going to put one on the inside. So anyway, that's what we're making. So let's start putting our card together. We're going to just give this let me get where did I put my silicone mat? I put it someplace so it would be handy. Here it is. So, I am, you know me, I just cannot function without a silicone mat. There we go. And we're just going to put that. All of my measurements will be on my Facebook Live as soon as I finish. It takes me 3 minutes and they're already typed up. So anyway, that was that. On the inside, we're going to do our we're going to put a piece of Strawberry Slush on the inside. I think we're going to stamp first, just in case. It's crooked. It's a red rubber stamp. So you never know. Might be crooked, so I'm going to we're not going to put it together. I'm notorious for putting something together and then stamping too. There we go. Okay, let's see what you're saying now as far as, polka dots. Polka dots, Janet, Levon, okay, punch. Oh boy, this is really pretty close. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep, well, let's see once. I think we'll see once here. We can figure this out. I wish I knew why it would not read. I can't read it on my iPad, but we can't. So let's do our stamping while you're voting. So you're doing lemonade or polka dots. Lemonade or polka dots. But we'll just do our stamping in the meantime, and then we can do that voting, okay? So I already have a Strawberry Slush scallop tag die cut. And then I have some of these white ones. These layer on top like that. So we're gonna stamp these. I'm gonna show you how I do that. We're gonna get our Strawberry Slush ink out. And we're gonna get my mat. I'm gonna put this right there. So we can, it's a little crooked. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, I've got my blocks all mounted here, and okay, let's see what's here. We are going to, let's do our inside first, and this is just 3 3/4 by 5, so it fits on the 4 1/4. We're going to do an envelope. So let's do the envelope. See if I can find an envelope that's not stamped. There we go. Let's see, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do Strawberry Slush is one of our new in colors this year. It's a returning one from many years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but here we go. Got a little bit of a rim there, but that's okay. Sometimes if there's a lot of rubber around, you can trim it off with an old scissors and make it a little closer. That might be helpful on this one. But anyway, will be just fine. Happiness enclosed. And now we're going to ink up our other stamp. And let's see what's here. I'm just going to get my grid paper out for a second and make sure that it's straight. It looks good if I can get it to, let's see once we can get this lined up okay on my grid. Just like that. There we go, it looks good. Consider this a paper hug. I think that's a good one. So, okay. And now we're gonna that's gonna go on our inside. So I have a couple of those just in case. Now we're gonna take our tag. I'm gonna put, when we have a big stamp like this, a very large stamp, this is the one that looks like a chalk. And it's great with the chalk. So we're gonna put this like that. Stacy says punch. Okay, let's see once. Dots. Arvada is where the other girls live. Dots. I think we're gonna do dots. Okay, let's see once here. Yeah, if you enjoy my videos, I always appreciate you commenting or thumbs up, like, all those things. Okay, I'm going to just line this. And now you probably are going to stamp on a scrap paper and die cut, but I don't like to bring my die cutting machine on while I'm doing a Facebook Live. So this is red rubber, so you really can't see it. Just lining it up, pressing it with another big clear block. Give it a good press. Let's see how it turned out. And if it's still sticking, you can turn it over. It looks pretty decent. It's a little bit of a white edge right there, but not bad. And then there's, you can slip that in like around a ribbon if you want to. Okay, and that is all that this card is going to involve. So here it is. Remember, this one was on a white scallop, and we're going to put this one on that scallop. So we're going to just we're going to give this a little bit with just like that. And now we're going to finish up our card. Let's see, we're going to bring this in. If you want, you can always take a screenshot, but you can also wait until the end, and then I'll have my, the directions will be posted. So let's see, we're going to do the dots this time. So because that seemed to be more of the majority. I think maybe because we've already done one that looks like this. So you're going to get to see both. And I bet you're going to be able to tell right away which one you like better. Well, you probably like both of them. Let me just move this. There we go. Okay. We'll do the dots on this one. I'm going to look at my corners. There we go. Like that. Very easy. This is going to be the inside of our card. Plenty of room to, how many times have you wanted to just give someone a hug, but you have to send it in the mail? I think this is a perfect stamp for that. Sending paper hugs, or maybe it's a get well card. You want to send it to someone. Okay, and now we're going to do our ribbon. Let's see what's here. Hey, Jane, good to see you from Wisconsin. Okay, here's our other card. I'm going to set these aside. And we're going to put our white ribbon. So the ribbon that I'm using is from the Misty Moonlight and White. And it's a 2-pack. Love it. I've used almost all of my Misty Moonlight, and I tied bows for some of my ladies at the retreat, and I used a lot of that ribbon. The white is a 1/4-inch ribbon. I think I have this one open, so we're going to use that. And then we're going to use some of this twine. This is from that a few months ago. That like it was almost like graduation with the airplanes and the suitcases. That's this part. This came with it. That's Adhere and Summer Splash and Strawberry. So it's part of that. So what we're going to do on this is I'm going to stick this through the hole like that. We're going to just, this is a little bit more tedious way of tying. It's not a half. You can do a half hitch, but this is, I like the look of this. It's just a little harder to do on the camera while I'm on the camera. So there we go with my ribbon scissors. And I'm going to put that aside. And I'm going to tie this. I have done this kind of a tag for years. I am going to actually just, I think what I'm going to do is put it, I'm going to sort of stabilize it with my foam dots. My foam sheets. I love these. These are some of my favorite products because you only have they're just like dimensionals, only they're just you only have a little bit. I'm just going to, I just cut pieces. I have a little dish, keep it in a little dish. And I'm just going to put them right there. I think once it's stabilized, it'll be just a tad bit easier to tie. So usually I tie it up right next to my face, so that's, but we're not going to do that. Now you can turn it to the side like that. You can put it straight. We're going to just put it straight. And now it's attached, but this is still loose. We still need to tie it with this. So I take my twine. I want to put it around a couple. I'm going to just cut off a little piece of it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a little bit wasteful, but that's okay. I'm going to wind it around. I'm actually going to just take it and fold it in half. That way I can tie it around double. This is a little hard to see, I think. So I'm going to make a bow with this. I'm going to make a bow. So it's sort of loose, but it's good to attach it sort of first. Now I'm going to tighten it down into a knot like that. I'm going to push it down just a tad bit, down to the end. And now it's tight enough that I can make a bow. Just with both strands. Just like that. And there we have it. Now, oops, I've got to shorten those a little bit. And then I'm going to cut those other two ends right there. Oop, wrong scissors here. Got to get my one with the ribbon charm. That's my cutting scissors. You know, I'm so sad. We are so sad that those snips are all gone. They sold really fast. Okay, our card is all finished. And all we have to do is put some gems on. Strawberry Slush. And we're going to use, on this card, we're going to use clear gems. So we're going to use some of these clear ones up on top. So it has Pretty in Pink, Strawberry Slush, and Clear. I think we're going to do it. I put gems right here on the corners. I'm going to take your putty if you want. I'm just going to put one right there. Put in another right there. I'm going to add several. I'm going to put one down here. We're going to put 5 on just because we can. We can do whatever we want. It's better to have an odd number, and there we have our card. So now, what do you think? Do you like the punch, the lemonade punch, or do you like the dots? I know which one I like better for sure. Let's get my clip those together because I got a couple packages started. Which one do you like better? The directions will all be, as soon as I finish, I'll put them up, okay? There you go. Which do you like better? Hi, Jeannie Williams. Thanks, Susan. Going to order some snips. Nope, the snips are all gone. Sorry, they sold out right away when they told us. Yep. Okay, good to see you all today. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry, I have to stand up. So you have to stand up to see the comments because I can't see them on my iPad. Okay, so do you like the one with the lemonade or the dots? But both are the same. Consider this a paper hug. May your day be filled with sunshine and laughter. That is our first card. You could stamp anything you want on the envelope. I think it's both are appropriate, sort of neat. Sort of a little surprise in the mail. I think, anyway, but it's fun to see both. That's just the reverse paper. Okay, and that is it for the first card. Okay, now we're going to be on to the second one. Let me show you. This is, I'm going to get a drink of water first from talking. Okay, there we go. When I went to Orlando on my incentive trip, I received, when we got to our hotel room, this card. Thank you so much, Stacy. This card was made by Stamping Up. I don't, and it's from Sarah. Sarah Douglas is the CEO of Stamping Up. She's the daughter of Shelley Gardner, who started Stamping Up 7 years ago. And it says, welcome to Orlando. We truly hope you have a magical week, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow at General Session. But really, I have loved this card. I love this color combination. Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, and a touch of Strawberry Slush. Isn't that pretty? So this is what we're going to be making today. It's pretty stepped up. We're going to make this card, and it is a book binding. Do you see the book binding part right there? It's an easel book binding, and that is the card, like this. So it folds flat, and I just think I did something fun here. So this is the messy part that I'm going to show you. And we're going to put the card together first, and then we're going to do the messy part and then finish it up. But I just thought this was I've been waiting to do this, but this set just kept going on back order, and I didn't want to use it while it was on back order, but it finally is in, so you can get this bundle. And it's a good one. So what we're going to be using the not 29 anymore. It's just a fabulous birthday. Happy birthday. I think that's just perfect along the bottom. It just is a nice big font. And we're going to use Strawberry Slush and Pool Party and all that. Okay, let me find my pieces. I only have a little. I ordered more, but it's not here yet. This is the Strawberry Slush in color ribbon, and I only have that little bit left. So anyway, we're going to pull our pieces out. Got lots of bits and pieces here. Okay, now these are not hard. They're not hard. There's just a lot of pieces to them. So you have seen me make book binding cards a lot because it's one of my favorite fun folds. So what you're going to do is we're going to take our base. Let me see, where's my base here? Okay, our base. I'm going to get this for you, and I might just gonna get my score board. Where did I put that? Right here. Okay, let's see if I can get this so you can see it. I love this. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate you sharing. Cheryl's one of my ladies that came from Oklahoma, and they didn't get home until 3:30 in the morning. Their plane was delayed in Oklahoma. So, okay, but it sure was wonderful having them. Okay, this is 4 1/4 by 11. That's the whole width of the paper. And you're going to take your score tool, and you're going to score it at 5 1/2. And then we're going to score it at 6 3/4 and 8 7/8. I love how the scoreboard, this is like a $26 tool. You can actually see there's the half, the 3/4, the 7/8. It's very easy to read. And then you're going to fold it up, and it's going to be just like that. It's that easy. It's not hard. It's not a hard card. It just has a lot of pieces to it because I chose to add that little touch of strawberry to it. So let's get our our bone folder. Let's give it some good sharp creases. That's one of the most important things on all fun folds. And then fold it. The one thing I like about bookbinding cards is you have you have 4 inches to play with. So I am going to seal my binding right here, right along the edge, just that spine. It goes down like that. And see, that's just the normal bookbinding that we would have. But now I've changed it up to add an easel. Now it is freezing cold in here. I got the door shut and it's freezing. Oh my gosh, it's really crazy here. So what we're going to do next is, this is going to be, we're going to take a piece of, to make our easel, we need a full-size quarter card base. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You can cut, you can get 4 sheets out of one, and it's going to go on there just like that. So let's put our adhesive right here. You want to use this is stamping seal. You could use your Seal Plus, that'd even be better. I didn't want to do that on video. I would probably do it if I'm by myself, but it's just, you never know if you can't get something off. You can't get Seal Plus off. And then I'm going to just line it up, and it's going to fold. And see how it just comes up like this? Like, there we go. There it is. Very easy. Nice to see you watching this morning, Jeannie. So our inside is going to, let's put the inside in. That helps you, I think. So we've got a 4 by 4. That's the beauty of this, because this 1 1/4 spine then creates a 4 by, you can add a 4 by 4 like that. And we'll just put that in there like this. There we have it, 4 by 4. And then our 3 3/4 is just a 1/4 inch down. You could make it an 1/8. I'm just a little bit, a 1/4 inch just is a little bit easier. Here we go. Isn't that pretty together? I love that combination. Pool party, strawberry slush, and white together. Okay, and there we have that part of it. And now, let me move these things out of the way. So I can just, there we go. And now we're going to put down a pretty peacock piece. This is 3 inches. I sort of experimented. I just sort of kept making it a little same size, and then I made it bigger. And this was the one that the Stampin' Up team had made for us as we entered. I wasn't sure what that little stamp was, so I did something totally different. I looked through my stamps and tried different things. I couldn't find anything that was even similar, so I didn't use it. I couldn't use it. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. This is going to go on. It's 3 by 4 1/2. I just sort of played and kept it doing increments of 1/4 inch, and then I came up with that measurement. Okay, like that. So we've got most of it done. Now we're going to do a little bit of stamping, and we'll just leave that right there for now. And we're going to do some stamping. Where is my white paper for stamping? Don't know. Don't have any in front of me. Here, I'll just use this. That looks pretty good. Looks like a scrap. And we're going to use our Pretty in Peacock. This set of stamps just has wonderful words. It's a wonderful day to celebrate you. This is the one we did first. The sunshine and laughter, just for you. You are so kind, paper hugs, happiness and clothes. Now we're going to use, so we're going to have used just about everything. It's a wonderful day to celebrate you. And this is our stamp. We're going to stamp that up in, it's a wonderful day to celebrate. We're going to do it twice, actually, because I'm going to show you we have 2 punches. We have 2 punches. Right now we have, I don't know if it's in our catalog, I think it's in our catalog, the 2 3/8 punch. But I bet lots of you have the 2 1/4. So I brought both of those out. Those are both great. The one that's current is 2 3/8, and I don't know about the 2 1/4. I think it's retired, but I don't know. But I was so thrilled when they came out with 2 3/8. I think it's a one. It's just slightly bigger. Excuse me. I'm going to half down. Remember, that keeps it from sliding out. Half down and then punch it. That's the 2 3/8. And the 2 1/4, we're going to try that and see if we see any difference. If we like, they're both pretty similar. This is 2 1/4. Okay, just 1/8 of an inch smaller. Okay, and we'll just set these aside because we're going to be using those in a minute. We've got one more thing to stamp, and that's the happy birthday. And then we're going to get to the part. Okay, got a little strip here. This is 3 3/4. It's just the width of the white paper. This is 3, so it's going to go right over that white paper like that. And I'm just going to open this up. This one's going to need the foam mat, so I'm going to get that out for a second. And I bet some of you were saying, get the foam mat, get the foam mat. I am really strict. I don't know. I think it's extremely important. So this stamp is photopolymer. It does not have any red rubber. There's no cushion. And our other stamps, those are cling, and these are the cling ones. They're usually just a few dollars more. They've got that built-in foam, but you can't see as well, but they stamp beautifully. Now that one's a little bit dirty. I'm going to have to clean it at the end because I can see the edges around. Okay, so this is the prettiest. I just think this is the, I think this is the stamp set of the year that everyone should have, because it's, most of us are not 29 anymore. Probably, if there's someone in their 20s, they're probably at work and not even watching today. So, okay, there we go. That's all done, and we'll close that up for us. And now we're going to come to our tag. We're going to just put that. Let's go ahead and maybe just put that on our card right away. We're going to put our, let me see once. Where do I have my little, let me see once. I'm going to just take this is a full sheet of the foam, and I'm just going to cut. I thought I had one cut. I'm going to just cut a little piece off the bottom like that. We also have those, you know, for making a shaker card. Those strips of adhesive, those are nice too. But we're going to use, this was handy. Mine are here someplace, but I don't know where. They're just a little bit taller too. So if you make a shaker card, they can shake. We're going to put this in like, this is going to hold up our easel. So I don't know why we are. So we're going to just make sure it's nice and straight and see how it's going to hold up the easel like that. So our card is almost done. And there it is. There's that part of it. So now we're going to take, we are going to take our, so I have some of these, I've used the sunflower embossing, and I have some of these already embossed. I'll show you this. This is the hottest item right now. It is the Sunflower 3D. If you want to get your pen in hand or pencil, I'll give you the number. I would order this as soon as possible. It will definitely run out. It's been extremely popular. There are tons of videos all of a sudden. It's very fun. It's a giant size embossing folder. I mean, I think I got 4 tags in here. I love that. You can just put lots and lots of tags. You can put two whole mats. It's great for scrapbooking. I think they're doing it for scrapbooking, but I really love these bigger ones. And I think it's $12. And the number is 166145. It's an online exclusive. So when you go to my Karin's Crafts Stamping Up, all you do is Where is my little thing? It says Karin's Crafts. I don't know. I don't see it here. Well, here are my little foam adhesive strips. Found those. Let's see if I can find that. Where in the world did my little thing go with my, well, I'll have it on the back of my, on the bottom of my email here after I post the directions. So now we're going to take this, and one thing we can do is you can put this, and I'm not going to do this on camera because we're going to do the other method, the dragging method. Okay, I like to always use the part that has the Stampin' Up! Logo, but you would actually take your ink pad and you'd slide it across like this, and then you put your piece of cardstock in there like that, close it up, it's all inky, and you run it through your cut and emboss machine, and you get something sort of like this. This one was done that way, and you can see how that looks. It's really neat. It's very fun. But you can also do it another way. So there are different looks. So that's one way. And then you can also do it where you drag it across the embossing. And we're going to do that today. So I'm going to get my grid paper here because it'll be messy. And I'm going to bring in my little sunflower. I have an idea for poinsettias using that too. I think that'll be fun. Okay. So you can drag this. I'm going to just move this down a little. It's great doing the swiping over either side. Very addicting. Who said that? Carla. I've been playing with that embossing folder. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Okay, so you're going to just drag this. I'm going to do, you want to start lightly because look at this. This is the part that's sort of raised. I'm going to do two of them. So that's a little bit messy. It's not, this is a pretty juicy ink pad. It's not, okay, there it is. I think that's pretty good. You can add a little bit more. You can make it darker. But remember to start light because you can't take it away. Once it's done, it's done. Now let's do the other side. So this is the debossed side. This is the debossed. We'll get the one with the big sunflower right there. So that's the embossed on the outside, sticking up. That's the debossed. And we're just going to take it and just go slightly, lightly, not too heavily, over that. Ooh, it's pretty, pretty, pretty. And messy, messy, messy. You just drag it along there like that. And I think that is done just like that. I like that one a lot. And then you have to decide, do you want, this one's the embossed, this was the debossed. I think we're gonna do, I don't know. And then this is the one that I ran through with the ink on the folder. So which is your favorite? I think what we're going to do, let's see which one did, I think I used the embossed on the outside. That's like that one. I think this time we're going to use the debossed side just because we can. So that wasn't too terribly messy. Nope, not bad at all. And we're going to put our ribbon. I've got a bow already tied. So we're going to get our ribbon, and I'm going to stick it. I'm going to put it through like this. I don't know exactly how Stampin' Up! Did theirs, but this is the way I'm doing mine. This I don't know if this is part of that. It looks like it's glued on to me. Anyway, we're gonna do it. We can do whatever we want, of course. So now, you know what I should have done though? I made a mistake here. I'm gonna pull this off. I'm gonna just do my mom's trick. My mama, you breathe on it. And this, luckily, I used the stamping seal, so it's going to come off. I was trying to get all these pieces out of the way. It was much too fast. This little breathing. My mom's, I mean, she hasn't done this for a while, but she's been a scrapbooker and a stamper for probably 20 years, and she was still making cards a year and a half ago or a year ago. Last summer even, we made some together. Okay, I'm gonna just take that up. So now it's got adhesive on the back, and I'm gonna just put it on my silicone mat like that. So my mom is gonna be 99 in November. I have registered for On Stage, which is right after her birthday, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do all that. Okay, but because my mom lives in Wisconsin, but somehow I'm gonna make it work. Hopefully my sisters and brothers will agree to do something a little bit earlier. I'm gonna just cut off this, because we're gonna Scotch tape it on the back. That's all the ribbon I have, probably until my order comes tomorrow. And, okay, I'm gonna take some Scotch tape, and I'm going to actually, so this is Pretty Pecan. Now you can use your, you could just, my preference is to use Scotch tape, but you don't have to. You can just stick it with that seal like that. But I like to give it it's really sturdy. And I'm gonna pull it down like that. So this is the deboss side. And I'm gonna keep it nice, and I'm gonna actually put some seal right here, hold it in place a little bit so I can get it to be even. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on the back and like that, and we're going to put that ribbon on in just a second. Now I am going to add a little bit more adhesive because I was breathing on there. It's still pretty sticky, but we'll just add a little for extra good measure. And here is this is the front of our card. It's a full card almost on the front easel, like that. And there we have it. You could pop that up too. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of seal right there to hold it in its place. Got a little ink right here. Use my ink eraser, a little mono eraser. Sometimes I give you these as a gift. Took it right off. When you order from me. And then we're gonna put this on like that with some glue dots, and it's almost done. Oh my goodness, this is a fun card. So I don't have any classes this week. Our daughter Sarah and her husband Andre and kids, the boys, JP and Jonathan, they're 13 and 14. They are arriving tomorrow for about 9 days. So my next class is going to be cookies, cards, and coffee. I think it's pretty trimmed right there. And that's on the 24th. My pair class is, my in-person is full. You can ask to be on a wait list, which is a good idea because something can happen real easily. People not show up or, get sick. So now let's see, once we're gonna put some gems on. Anyway, so that is my cookies, cards, and coffee. That's a free with a purchase class, and that one is next Thursday afternoon. And then my pair class is the 35th, first after Sarah and Andre leave. And that class you can take to go. So I have plenty. I can take many to go. I have several to go already. I'm gonna put that down there, and or you can take it in person and be on the wait list for now. Okay, now what we're going to do is, forgot our little things. That's just pretty the way it is. And now here we have the one that's a little bit smaller, is 2 1/4. That one's like that. The one that Stamping Up used, the one's just sort of to the edges, was the 2 3/4. I think we're going to use the 2 3/4 on this one, just because on the last one I used just the opposite. I am going to pop this one up with dimensionals, and I'm going to use my little dish of, let me see, once here, we're going to just cut this off, make it a little bit smaller. I think, make it a little bit, there we go, that should do it. And so I use one of these instead of using 5 or 6 of the other ones, the regular little ones. And there we have it. And it holds it really nicely. It's a wonderful day to celebrate you. And let's see what's here. I love that sunflower. I almost hate to cover it up, but you see it now, okay? And there we have that. Yeah, it's too bad I have to cover the sunflower. You know, we could have done some other stamping, but you know, that's the way it is. Sometimes you just have to do that. Okay, we're gonna put another gem on. Let's see, I think we've got some space. You can put it up there, but I think we've got the bow up there, so we're gonna put another gem right there. And I think we'll just use a smaller one. And it's going to go like that, right? Sort of even with the ribbon. And again, here is our card that we just did, was this one. This one is the Embossed. I don't know, I mean, they are different for sure, but I like both of them. This one I did a bow. That one I did a knot. So anyway, you see that, so I'm going to give you the number for this, and don't delay on this because this big folder is $12. It will run out. I'm surprised I haven't checked today, but it was still available last night. The number is 166145. It's $12. You can just look on my stamping site or stampingup.com, or if you're a demonstrator on your own, you can in the magnifying glass just type in sunflower and it'll pop up and you'll see everything. And there we have it. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love these colors too. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, I really I love these colors. And this Strawberry Slush is gorgeous with soft sea foam too. It's really pretty with that. Anyway, let's turn the camera back up and close your eyes for a second. And if you are enjoying my video, comment, share, thumbs up, hearts, close your eyes. And there we go. There we go. And we are almost at not quite 1 hour, but close. Alrighty, and that is it. Now, I am not, next week, Tuesday, I'll be here, and I'm hoping one of my grandsons will help me. My grandson, JP, is quite interested. He helped me once when we were in Florida, and I'm hoping he'll help me again. So one of the boys will probably be with us next week on my video. And I'm not sure, I have 2 things written down for my Facebook Lives, one for next week and one for the following week. One's going to be a Christmas craft along, and the other one is going to do some a fun fold. So I'm not sure yet which one we're going to do, but we'll figure that out and I'll let you know, and it'll be the same time next Tuesday. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Hope you have a little time to craft. And our prayers go out to all the people in Kerrville, Texas, and people that are suffering, the families that are suffering again, and or continuing to suffer. And I thank you for following along with us today. Again, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, put your notifications on so you can always watch on Tuesdays. If you're following on YouTube, be sure you ring that bell, and that'll help subscribe you. Thank you so much. You are so very welcome. Kathy, thank you. Cindy, appreciate it. And I will see you next week. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.